Yay! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Blank Page Tavern. It's official. Oh, I have a whole thing. Hold on. So this is in the video description, but it says, "Welcome to the Blank Page Tavern. We are a collection of writers who wanted an excuse to play Dungeons and Dragons and procrastinate our works in progress. If you're looking for a cozy Sunday morning activity, then come and join us as we play through the published campaign Tomb of Annihilation." Tomb of Annihilation is a deadly campaign, and we are expecting, very sadly, eventually to lose some players, but this is our core table for now, and I will have you guys introduce yourselves in a second. But the reason we picked a deadly campaign was because there are so many people in the writer AuthorTube community who would love to play D&D, and so the idea is that when one of our lovely core table dies, their player character dies, I should say, other AuthorTubers can rotate in. So if you would like to potentially be added to the rotation, DM the Blank Page Tavern Instagram, which is linked down below in the description, and I will add you to that list. But without any further ado, would our lovely initial core table like to introduce themselves?
Would you like me to just introduce myself or my character as well?
Oh, I think for now, just yourself, and we'll do character introductions once the play begins.
Okay, fair enough. I am Mars. I run the YouTube channel Somber Honey Books, where I post content about reading, writing, and other shenanigans a few times a week. My current writing project is technically sci-fi, but very fantasy-based because it's space dragons, so it's dragons in space. And I have been playing D&D for 6 or 7 years now, and it's just always a really fun time.
A pro. Glad to have you here. Thank you. And honestly, it's really, I'm pretty sure it's because of you that this channel exists, because I feel like it's been you and me for the past 3 years or whatever on random AuthorTube videos being like, we wish we could be playing D&D. We wish we could be playing D&D. So yeah, Mars was the first person recruited for the tavern. So thank you, Mars. Katie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Katie Ann. I run the channel Katie Ann Writes, and I'm playing the D&D campaign because one, I love fantasy stuff, and I've been in a campaign, one shot, I should say, run by Wallis, our lovely dungeon master. And
Dungeon Muncher. Well, that's just who I am now. The Dungeon Muncher. I love
there that. You go. You're welcome. It's too early in the morning for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I loved it. And currently I am working on / writing contemporary romance novels, but I am a fantasy girly at heart. So I am getting my fantasy fix these Sunday mornings and enjoying playing some D&D. So
excellent. Thank you. Davaisha.
And I am Davaisha, previously of the channel Grapefry, where there is no content, but the occasional FaceTime Friday. Yeah, that's where you can find me. And on the Troublemaker channel.
Everybody's channels, except not the Troublemaker channel, but everybody's YouTube channels are linked below in the description, just FYI.
Did it just echo for anybody? Is everybody muted?
No, I was muted because my neighbor was going to the bathroom and it
okay.
You can always hear it, so I just decided to mute. No echo for me. Becca.
Hello, my name is BeccaCSmith, and I have an AuthorTube channel, and I'm an indie author, and I'm going to be releasing one of my 90-day books at the end of April.
Oh, so exciting! And how long have you been playing D&D, Becca?
Oh gosh, since I was 13.
Yeah.
So that was 1986.
So a true veteran.
But the problem is that the people that I kind of started playing role-playing games with, they weren't as into D&D for the last, I'd say, decade or so. So we've been playing like Call of Cthulhu and like Deadlands and things like that. So I've continuously played role-playing games, but I haven't played D&D in like 10 years. So I may be a bit rusty.
Gotcha. Okay. Absolutely no worries. Well, thank you all for being here. I am Wallis, the Dungeon Master, Wallissimo. What's my spiel for myself? I don't have one, except that I have no spiel. I've been
Buy
playing
her book.
Yeah.
Pre-order her book.
Wallis's
This book is for October.
Yeah.
Coming out with Alcove Press of Penguin Random House on September 24th of 2024.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I guess I should start marketing that. Yeah, guys. I'm sure that people who are here know this, but I do have a book being published this fall. And if you go to my YouTube channel, the most recent videos have the pre-order link in the description. Okay. Also, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons also since I was 13 years old. I started playing at astronomy camp, like the nerdy girly pop that I am. But I didn't really start playing continuously until about 2017. Here's a fun fact about me. My main experiences as a DM have been for young children or for absolute newbies. So I'm going to be honest here. A lot of times I just made stuff up because I didn't know the rules. So this is my first time actually going to attempt to like for real DM, really sticking to a system and going for it. But please, I am an amateur at this. So, and all of us are, except maybe Becca. Becca's the veteran. But
And I'm gonna be like literally the biggest noob on the entire thing. So I'll just be like, wait, what? Where do I go?
It's all good. So just keep that in mind. This is not a professional stream. This is just 5 writers again procrastinating. I'm on deadline and I'm doing this. So
Me too. Same.
All right. Okay. I am gonna say hello to the people in the chat, but I don't think for the gameplay I'm gonna like religiously keep up with the chat just because I don't want us to be constantly like pulled back to that. So I'm just gonna say hi to people now. Hi, Crystal, welcome. Oh my gosh, so do I. Seriously, this is my biggest fear is something happened with the internet. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Malin. Welcome. Also very exciting. Oh, thank you. It was made in Canva and the song is from the YouTube audio library. So, and yeah, the intro has, I read this whole thing cover to cover twice and then certain sections more than that. And so that intro has little like Easter eggs about potential things that could be seen during the campaign. But, this is a very open, Tomb of Annihilation, like has a specific end goal, but you're literally thrust onto a continent and it's up to you to explore. So there could be certain areas that you guys never end up seeing. So, it's going to be very open world. Yeah, the intro makes me want to go to a Renaissance fair. You should come to Texas. We have good ones. Yes, Malin is the creator of our amazing logo. Oh, I should put that in the descriptions. I should put your channel and information in the descriptions, Malin. I will add that to my to-do list. I have session notes ready to go. So let me just put Malin in video descriptions. Okay, sorry about that. Who will be here next time and who will be eliminated like Survivor? Yeah. If someone dies today, I am hearing an echo now. Oh no, now it's gone. If someone dies today, then I have not done my job as a DM because nobody's meant to die today. Yes, space dragons from Mars. I know, such a great concept. Thank you. That's why I have Katie Ann here. She's my publicist.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a ridge so I can post that link. Lol. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Wait, first, we're in a tavern. What's everybody drinking today?
I have water in. Oh, I almost pulled my headphones out. This cup that I chose because it's got leaves on it, and I'm playing a druid, so it seems thematic.
That's perfection.
Lovely. I'm drinking coffee. It's almost gone because, again, I'm very tired. So I have water, and I also have water, which I put in a tiki cup because it's funny.
Very nice.
I have ginger tea because your girl has the sniffles. And then there's a cup of water behind the laptop.
Nice. I love everybody's being so hydrated.
You know, I have water, but I also have green tea in my dragon cup.
Yes.
Oh my god! Look at the
That
handle.
is perfection. Did you get that at a Ren Fair?
No, you know, weirdly, I have never been to a Ren Fair.
Becca, what?
I know.
So surprising.
Wow.
Wow.
I know you
War.
think like I know. I just have never been. They're not really convenient here in LA. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
they're like really far. And so by the time I hear about them, they're already gone. So I need to like actually mark it on my calendar if I'm gonna go. But yeah, no, I got this actually when I was writing my dragon book to try and inspire me, but I 6 years later I still have not finished the Someday.
You got a cool cup.
Yeah,
You got a cool cup out of it. That's such a good point.
Exactly.
Okay, I, like all the girlies, have a water, but then in my, because I'm the DM, that's why mug, I have a coffee with, to celebrate the holiday today, I have just a splash of Irish cream, but nothing too crazy. All right, and with that, are people ready to dive in?
I thought you were going to say to die. I'm like,
Ready to die?
Die.
probably.
I don't have a second little thing that plays, so we're just gonna get started. Okay. Just give me a second. I gotta get my notes up. Okay. Drum roll, please. Thank you. We start this campaign in the nation of Coventry, an empire still rebuilding nearly half a century after a great religious war. In the far north, nestled among jagged mountains, lies the city of Sharonall. This is where the four of you currently reside, though you each have had unique journeys getting here. In Coventry, individuals who exhibit preternatural abilities are recruited to work within the advisories of the great houses. All of you work for the highly acclaimed Sindra and Maximilian Sylvain, adventurers in their own right who retired decades ago and were given dominion over Sharonall as a reward for their services to the Empire. As advisees, your job is to train and gain experience in your field, protect the keep and surrounding city from danger, and eventually, once you're powerful enough, participate in the grand politics and efforts that will shape Coventry's history. But for now, you are just lowly peons within the hierarchy of the castle. Several of you have rather conflicted relationships with each other, and so, much to your chagrin, you've all been assigned to work together as a party for the past few weeks. This very afternoon, you were all told to meet in the dungeons 2 hours before sunset to be given your latest assignment. Oh, hold on. Dungeon. Hold on. I have an order in which we're going here. Okay, Val. You and Alara are both part of the seat of security for the advisory. You have arrived early, along with one of your advisors, who is assigned this task. He is a human male named Richmond. You both are a little tense. Sharonall is typically a quiet region, but something is shifting. For the past several days, the talk of the street and the gossip inside your favorite watering hole, the Blank Page Tavern, has been all about a so-called death curse. It's a wasting disease, afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received that miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. Alara and Val, as you sit and wait for your assignment to begin, would you like to introduce your characters and also maybe attempt a little role play?
You want to go first?
No. Go ahead, Alara.
Okay. Should I give my history then, or just
You don't need to give your whole history. That can come about naturally in the gameplay and like as the character dynamics get figured out. But you can say what share what you want to share. But you can obviously say your character's name and their class and race and general description if you'd like. And if you have like inspiration pictures and you want to share them, we can add your screen to be shared so people can kind of get an idea for what your character looks like. We do have character art under commission at the moment, but we're just waiting on that to be completed. So
okay, I only have that little thumbnail that I did in the D&D Beyond that I made off of what's it called, I can't think of it.
like the character builder.
Yeah. Okay, but my name is Alara, and I am a ranger. I'm kind of like keeping to myself because I do have a rivalry. And I'm not looking forward to Mycah joining us.
Okay.
But my bestie is Val, because she kind of got me out of my headspace, because there was a time where anytime I saw Mycah, I wanted to strangle her. So
We can't have that happening.
yeah, but Val, she kind of redirected my my anger and my complete and total focus on Mycah by getting us up to shenanigans, which maybe we just got through doing one, and and that's why we're early, and we don't want to get caught. We just kind of our advisor trying to play it cool, but yeah, so now we're just waiting for everyone else to arrive.
Do you so you said you're a ranger. Do you want to say what your race is, and do you want to give a description of what she looks like?
So I am half elf, half human. My father was an elf and my mother was human, and they were both paladins. So they thought I was going to be a paladin, but I became a ranger instead. And I have a blue hair. I don't know. And yeah, I mean, like actual physical description. Like
yeah, physical description. Yeah. So that way people can imagine Alara.
What did I say? I can't even remember. Let me see. I don't even know if I actually described myself.
That's okay. You know what? It can come about as you play. If you're like, you know what, I've decided she's got this tattoo and this color eyes.
Yeah.
It can come about as we play.
Oh, I do remember saying I think I had purple eyes. Just because I always thought that would be cool to have purple eyes. And yeah, and I think I'm pretty tall and I'm athletic. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I have it written down somewhere, but I can't find it on the actual sheet. Oh no, I do have it. Okay. My alignment is chaotic good. I have gold eyes, sorry, not purple eyes. And I'm 5'6", so I guess I'm not as tall as I thought I was. But I'm 18. I am young. So I just arrived here, so got all the angst of a teenager.
Gotcha. Val, would you like to give a character description and also kind of role play what Val might be thinking in these moments leading up to an assignment for the day?
Sure. I am Valeth, although everyone can call me Val because who needs that long name? I'm a drow elf. Actually, oh my god, I have a mood board. Shocker of all shockers.
Please share with the class.
There's a mood board. Hold on. Give me a moment to pull it up here. There we go. This is Val. I am a drow elf, so I have dark gray toned skin with bluish undertones, dark white hair. She's giving main character. I'm giving main character, sorry. I'm not very tall, which is the bane of my existence, although it is good because my class is rogue, and I am a criminal mastermind. Just kidding, I'm just an assassin who's working in the house, unfortunately yet. Also, I have a lot of tattoos, quite a few of them. I have them all over my hands, up to my elbows, and then a couple other secret ones that no one else can see yet. And several piercings Always. And I always have my nails painted black, and they're usually kind of claw-like, because what girly doesn't love a little bit of a claw moment? Yeah, so I'm just hanging out. I got a lot of thoughts going on. I'm mostly trying to distract myself from the fact that this ongoing mission is happening by, just doing some stuff with Alara. I love doing some pranks. I feel we had a few new recruits join this morning, and we had to really settle them in, if you get what I'm saying. I hope none of them are afraid of spiders.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So Val and Alara have been hazing people.
I would not say that it's hazing, but
Having
So
fun.
as you both sit and either brood over having to work today with your nemesis, or just feel a vague smugness over your hijinks earlier today, you do hear some footsteps approaching. Mycah and Tephra, you guys are now arriving, still early, but less early than Val and Alara, for your assignment. Mycah, or Mars and Davaisha, would you like to introduce your characters?
Do you want me
You
to
can
go first? Okay.
Yes, please.
So Mycah walks in, and I actually do have a Pinterest board I could share for vibes.
Please do.
Hold on. How do I do this? This button. Okay, so you can click on it. So Mycah is everyone's favorite, or in some cases least favorite, non-binary tiefling. They are a little bit taller than average height, but very good posture, so they're very presentery of themselves. And they got light green skin, these curved brown ram's horns, a tail, of course, because they're a tiefling, and their eyes are a solid white, and they work in the seat of surgery, so they are a healer, so they're kind of a little bit pretentious about that, because they could potentially hold someone's life in their hands, and they won't withhold healing, but they would make sure you don't forget that they're the one that healed you. So a little bit pretentious, but overall a pretty decent person. And they walk in, see who else is there, and kind of not fade to the background, but they take a spot off to the side so that other people are more in the spotlight, I guess.
Perfect. Okay, I need to get rid of that one layout because it keeps returning to that one when I'm done.
Probably am gonna die today.
What? Oh. Amazing. All right. Tephra?
All right, everyone. I am Tephra Ashfall. I am a Earth Genasi monk. I have very deep brown skin and clay red hair with golden highlights. And all over my skin is crystalline. I don't know how to describe it, but crystals on my skin, basically. I am I'm not with Val and Alara shenanigans. I'm watching on the sidelines, but I'm just like, Mycah, you can't let them get to you, all right? They're just hazing. I've been with the house, I think, about 2 years now, so I know Val a little bit, and I feel like you gotta let her do her.
Do you say that to Mycah as you guys are approaching the other two?
Yes. just pointedly, you have to let Val be Val, okay? And Alara, I think you'll get along with her eventually.
Mycah definitely rolls their eyes, even though you can't tell because they don't have any color to their eyes, but you get the vibes that it's happening. And they're just they don't even want to talk about this because this is something. Mycah's not always on the receiving end of these shenanigans, but more often than not, they feel the effects of it and they're just over it.
All right, excellent. So as our two quote-unquote latecomers arrive, Richmond, again, he's one of the advisors of the seat of security, kind of acknowledges your arrival. And where are my notes for this? Okay, sorry. Okay, so he clears his throat. He says, "All right, then let's get started." Oh, why did I do Irish?
Ooh.
Not on
It's
St.
because of St.
Patrick's
Patrick's
Day.
Day.
Not on St. Patrick's Day. Oh no, now I have to commit to that. He was supposed to be
Whoa.
British. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, my apologies. It's just gonna be very slight, very slight. Oh my gosh, that just came out of nowhere. Okay, so he rises from the bench he has been sitting on, and from underneath, he grabs 2 buckets. Each are filled with various strong, chemically smelling concoctions, as well as scrub brushes and mops.
Mm.
Oh God, Irish. How do I Irish? A prisoner was complaining. I can't do Irish. I'm going back to British. Okay. A prisoner was complaining of mold in the deeper dungeon. It's on you lot to scrub it up. Be sure to report it in when you're done. He hands 1 bucket to Mycah and the other to Alara, and then sits back down on his bench. And just for your guys' visual awareness, so at Sharonall Keep, there the dungeon is 2 levels with 3 cells on the first level, and that's kind of where you guys are standing right now, is right outside the entry to those first 3 cells. And then there's kind of a curving stone staircase down to the second level with a second set of 3 cells. And he said that the complaint was from a prisoner that had been in the lower dungeon, or the deeper dungeon, I think is what he said. So, and now you may begin.
And why are we the ones who attend to a prisoner's complaint? Surely we have other better things to do.
And why do I have to carry this?
He pulls out a journal. He goes, "Team starts off task with insubordination. Interesting."
Mm.
And doesn't acknowledge you. But he's still sitting there. So I will say this. You guys have been part of the advisory for several years now. Most of you. I think Alara, which one of you's only been around for 1 year? Someone's only been here for a year.
That's me, right?
But you guys are used to this. This is like it. The work is demeaning, but you are considered the peons of the hierarchy. And this is especially for being put together with a new team. Like, you guys are roughly a new team. You've been working together for about a couple of weeks now, and you were all intentionally put together as a way of like team building, problem solving, kind of thing, because of the rivalries that are going on. And so you know that this is not the first task you've been given that's been a little bit demeaning. This is not a surprise to you.
How well do we know Richmond specifically?
You and Alara are very familiar with him. He is like, so the head of your advisory is like, so for the people watching, this house has, if you ever watched Game of Thrones, you know, the small council, they basically have that, except it's called the advisory. And each person who sits on the small council is called a seat. And then underneath them, there are 2 to 3 advisors. And then underneath each advisor is roughly 10 advisees. So the advisory is basically, of the whole keep, is made up of roughly 90 people. But you guys are very familiar with Richmond because he is one of your advisors. So, but the head is...
Give him attitude.
Yeah, you just give him attitude.
He's so used to it.
So used to it.
He's so used to it.
He's so
Honestly,
used to
he
it.
would be surprised if I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, this stuff smells bad enough. We could save some of it for like
Mm.
something.
I don't think we should be doing that at all. Let's just attend
I
to the
wasn't talking
task.
Oh, come on.
You weren't indeed. I'll mind my business. Thank you. Michael, we
right,
should just go down and do what we need to.
Yeah, Mike is gonna ask for directions as to where this mold was spotted because they don't want to waste time trying to find it.
You ask Richmond.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and goes, "In the deeper dungeons."
Are you kidding me?
Very helpful.
I'm guessing, Becca, he means the entirety of the deeper dungeon.
All right, well, let's just go and get this over with.
Oh, if we must.
I'm the one carrying it, so you shouldn't even have to complain.
I'm the older one, so. Plus, I don't want to break a nail.
Yeah, but technically, I'm from nobility. I'm just saying.
Mycah's just walking off, leaving them to the bickering. Like, they're just going.
Do people follow?
Yes.
Bye, Richmond.
Yeah, I'm following
See you
behind
later.
Mycah.
I hope you don't have to sit here the whole time. Go get yourself a pastry or something. It might take a while.
Amazing. All right. Everybody, you can mark off a point of inspiration for a great opening little bit of roleplay.
Where do we add that? Or do we add that?
What does this mean?
So
What does
that's
this
on.
mean?
So it should be on D&D Beyond on your character sheet. There should be a little toggle that you can click on to say that you have inspiration. And basically, what inspiration means is that if at any point you want to re-roll a d20, you use your inspiration to give yourself advantage.
Okay.
But you can only use it once and they don't stack. So if I say you have inspiration and then you do something amazing later and I say you have inspiration, but you haven't used up your old inspiration, you don't now have 2 inspirations. You can always only ever
That's
have
a
one
bummer.
inspiration. I know. But I think what it is it's to encourage people to use their inspiration so that way they don't hoard it for like a big fight. But it also encourages people to role play and stuff so that way they can constantly be replenishing their inspiration. So and then yes, Malin, this is correct. This is how I DM that if you have inspiration, you can give it to someone else if they need it. Yeah. As Malin says, if someone is like failing an important role and you need them to succeed, yeah, you can donate your inspiration to someone. All right, so you head into the dungeons. So Sharonall, you're in the far north. It's cold. It's quite cold. And we're in the basement of this grand keep. It's dank. It's wet. Not a surprise that someone was complaining about mold down here. There's just kind of a long hallway with 2 cells on I'm making this up as I go, on your right, and 1 cell, like a larger cell for your left. I guess Val and Alara, as both members of the seats of security, you're vaguely familiar with the upper level of the dungeons, just because you've had people in there before. So the large cell on the left is kind of like a holding cell. If there are drunkards out in the city, if there are, who make it into the keep, or not drunkards out in the city, I guess the city would have its own like little police force, but within the keep, if there are any seat or any advisory members who get a little too rowdy on certain nights at the Blank Page Tavern, sometimes they get put in here for the night. This is kind of where the general holding cell. I know
that one well.
The 2 on the right are a little nicer. Theoretically, they're for like political prisoners. You would know that you would just know that those are kind of nicer. Those actually have like amenities. They've got a chamber pot, and typically that's the nicer section. The lower dungeons is where like the true like traitors and the real bad stuff. That's the lower dungeons. But you guys are on the top floor right now.
Okay, but we're headed towards the lower.
I believe that is where Mycah said they were going. Mycah, is that true? Are you going straight to the staircase at the end of the hall and just right down?
Yeah, that's where we were told this issue was, and I'd rather resolve it sooner than later.
Yeah. All right. So you walk to the end of the hallway, and can I have like a walking order? Actually, what order are people walking in?
Well, if we're security, wouldn't we need to be in the front, one in the front, one in the back? Isn't that sort of standard? You know what I mean? I don't know for like a task like this, but
I do think Mycah, I think right now we can say Mycah is definitely in the front if you'd like to kind of push.
But I might want to faster because I'm security, so I need to be in front. I'm just saying.
Mycah, how do you respond to that?
Do you like shove past, or just a little snarky as you walk by?
Kind of like move past aggressively, but I don't actually touch you.
If there's no like pushing around, then Mycah's just gonna let it happen. Another devastating eye roll, but
okay, sounds good. So walking order right now is Alara, Mycah, Tephra, and then Val. Are we okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I imagine Val's probably walking next to Tephra.
Okay. Okay.
Just thinking along.
Malin, you don't know what's happening.
I told you I was going to die first, so it's fine. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Always win when you got to go walking order. Sometimes we do it randomly though. That's a little DM trick. You got to keep people on their toes. All right. So all of you walk down this kind of curving. Have any of you guys ever like done a castle tour and it's those really tight staircases where you're like, what the hell is this? That's what you're
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, a couple people nodded, so some people know what I'm talking about.
We have those stairs in houses here in Philly. Like,
Oh, that's
they're
fair.
not fun.
Oh.
I can imagine. I've seen Shrek.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, hold on. There's a way that I'm supposed to be able to marker created. Oh my gosh. So StreamYard has this new thing. So I've decided I want to try and make like little shorts or like Instagram reels of some funny moments during this. And Instagram or StreamYard told me if I press B, it will create a marker for me on the stream so I can go back and clip things. So
That's so cool.
I'm glad to have that moment of you mentioning Shrek. That was funny. Okay. I've completely lost my train of thought.
We're spiraling down.
We're going down this
Right.
tight staircase.
Right. Just, representation of everybody's mental health, just spiraling downwards. And as you walk down, the dripping of water grows stronger, as does the scent of mold and dank dampness.
It smells like home.
Fair enough. And yeah, you reach the bottom and you see kind of a mirror of the hallway above you, except this time it just has an end. There is no second set of staircase. And yeah, we've got like kind of wet slabs of slabs of stones.
I so desperately want to make a vagina joke. I want you to know this. You're making it too easy.
I'm sorry,
And that's
guys.
Davaisha, not Tephra.
But damn, you need some Summer's Eve or something if this is okay. Sorry, my deepest apologies. Yeah, and then again, you've got one kind of larger door on your left. Wait, no, except you've turned around. So now that would be on your right. And then two doors to two separate dungeons on your left.
And are there people in any of them yet?
You don't know.
Oh, so we can't see. There's not like bars or anything. It's like solid.
No, there are sliders.
Oh, okay.
But
So
Are there any lights?
Yes,
Okay.
there's some torches in the walls. Yeah, you can see.
Okay, but we can't see into the cells.
You cannot see into the cells.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, like, because I'm assuming it's like, since it smells so bad that like mold is everywhere, I'm not even thinking that these 2 buckets would be enough to clean everything down here. Is there some like magic way we can actually make it? I know I'm being like an actual cleaner here. I just want to clean it all now.
Whose favorite part of Dungeons and Dragons isn't chores?
I thought to make them magically easier and spread it a little bit more. I'm just saying.
Look at your spell list and see if there's anything you can do.
Yeah, I don't think I thought of cleaning when I was.
This is how you know Malin
But
plays
We
D&D.
need to find this guy, right? So can I just like, as we go through each cell, open up each door to look inside?
You're gonna try and look inside. Okay, which door do you first look
I'm
into?
just starting from the first door that we walk past. I want to just see, because we don't know what cell he's in or she's in. So I just want to find the person that we're supposed to be finding. So I'm just sliding over each door at a time as we go.
So the first door on your, I guess as you'd be walking, the first door would be one of the 2 on your left. So you can slide that open and then first roll. Okay, not technically first roll because we rolled some during our character creation session, but first live roll of the campaign. Make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Do we all do a perception check?
Just you. You're the only person looking inside.
So all I have to do is click on the perception. And then
Oh, yeah. And if you want, you can share your screen if you want to show the roll. But you don't need to. It's totally up to you.
Well, do you guys want me to?
I would love
Yes.
it. I think that's fun.
I want to see. I'd love to see things.
Okay. So share screen. Okay. So do you have to add it or do I add it?
I add it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. So perception. So I just click on this +4 thing here?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cool.
Very nicely done.
Cool.
17. Okay,
Solid.
so you open up that little. What was that noise? Anyway, sorry.
It works. I was in it.
The role play of it all.
You open up the little viewfinder and you can look in, and there's no prisoner in here, but you can see spots. I mean, your eyes just immediately go to kind of the corners where there is some water dripping down, and you do see some like black stuff growing.
Okay. Okay, so he's not in here, but there is mold in here. Do you guys want to clean all the mold, or are we just going to clean this guy's cells mold? What are you thinking?
I think we should clean it all so we don't have to come back.
That's a good point.
Who's coming down to check? I know Richmond isn't.
Richmond.
Yeah, but if we get a new prisoner and they put him in a cell that has mold, then we probably will have to come back.
I'm sure I can take care of that. You can't complain about mold if you don't have a time. Fine, we can clean it all. Oh my God, Tephra, do not look so offended. Come on, it's a joke. You were just saying to let me be me.
And I am. I didn't comment at all. Just a little affronted, you know.
You gave me a look.
Yeah, I saw the look. I did see the look.
Perhaps we should check the other ones. Just in case.
Yeah, let's maybe get an idea of how much we're going to be, how much work we're going to be.
Because then one of us can go up and ask Richmond for more, and maybe then he won't write us up for insubordination because we're trying to do a thorough job.
How many cells did you say there were?
Down here, there are 3.
Oh, see, that's not so bad.
I'll check the next one, I guess, just to see how
Yeah,
far
so-
this issue has spread.
The next one, the one that's like right next to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk down the hall a bit, and I'm gonna do it again. Open up the binder. And now please roll me a perception check, and also feel free to share your screen if you'd like to. In fact, everybody.
Share my screen because it's on my laptop and not my.
Okay, that's totally fine. But people who can, if you want to just preemptively share your screens with me, that way I can add them in when it's time for you to roll, if you want to. Only if you want to.
So perception is a dirty 20. 15.
Oh, fantastically done.
Higher than me?
That's how you do a perception check.
Ever. God.
You look in and you see, again, kind of moist, my apologies, walls with dripping water, kind of the sound like plink, plink, plink. There's an exposed rusty pipe, and kind of in the corners, again, you see that mold, but you see it just a little better than Alara saw it.
That's all that matters.
Oh, sorry,
wanna
no
go to-
prisoners. The cell is empty.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the third one and knock and be like, "Cleaning crew, you had a complaint?"
Okay, so
Tephra's so polite about it. We're just
Yeah.
like, well,
Oh,
yeah. So you knock. There's no answer on the third one.
Oh.
So then I'm gonna look through the slide.
Okay, give me a perception check. You will say though, I don't. Just for conceptual reasons, when both Alara and Mycah looked into their cells, there was one single lit torch. When you do this, when you look in, there's not a torch. Do you have dark vision into this
Yes.
cell? You do? Okay.
Yes.
So then give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, did you share your screen? No. Okay, that's fine.
I did
just-
it. Sorry. 'Cause it's
No,
on
don't worry.
another-
I was gonna show it off if you
It's
did.
a 13.
A 13. Hold on, let me see what that DC was. Okay. You look in and well, first of all, the smell, overpowering. I mean,
Yeah. I
like,
think it's this one.
gag worthy. And there is something in this room. You see things along the floor, you see shapes, but you're not totally sure exactly what you're seeing because it is dark, and like even though you've got dark vision, it's in black and white, so it's hard to differentiate what you're seeing. But just from the smell alone, something is in this room for sure.
I think maybe we should do this one first. It's the dankest.
Yeah, I can smell
That
it from
makes
here. Okay.
Can I grab a torch off the wall to like go and investigate? Because I see that there's no light coming from there as there was from the other two.
Yeah. You can do
do
that.
we have keys? Obviously, I mean, or no, or is it just open from the outside? Like, can we open the door?
You can do whatever you would like to do.
So we do have keys.
If it's locked, we can't do whatever we want to do.
You can try to open the door is what I'm trying to say.
Because that would be if Richmond didn't give us the keys, then we kind of came down here for nothing.
Oh, we did not come down here for
I'm
nothing.
just saying, like,
Do you forget who you're talking to?
I'm gonna try and open the door just to see if it's unlocked first.
Okay. It is locked.
Prisoner inside. Yeah, I guess I like, but we can't even. But we can't see the prisoner that's supposed to be in that room. You're saying
It's dark in there. It's dark in there.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my thieves' tools and
Excellent.
pick the lock.
All right, roll me. Is it sleight of hand? I forget what it is.
Should we call in to see if he's alive? Like, hello, is anybody in there?
Do you do that?
I did my knock cleaning crew. No one replied.
I didn't reply, but like now that we've opened up the little thing,
Alara, do you call in?
yeah, I was just gonna say, hey, are you in there?
Are you in there? Kind of echoes. No response.
Guys, there's supposed to be a prisoner in here, and he's not answering. Should we go in to help, or should we get help, or what are we thinking?
I say we open the door.
Yeah.
Before we open the door, do we want to see a little more clearly? Because I have a spell that would light it up. Just in case. I don't want to like open the door and have a prisoner or something come rushing out at us.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't agree with you, Mycah, but I actually am with you on this. Yeah. Can you use that?
That's
Okay.
like the meme, like, tragedy, the worst person you know just made an excellent point.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if these two are agreeing, then we have to do it.
Yeah.
This is a rare occasion. I'm not gonna miss this.
I'm having
So,
on this one.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna do it through the little slot. So, within a 20-foot cube, which I'm assuming is the cell. I don't know how big it is, but
It's bigger than that, but
okay. Well, the immediate area inside the cell then is lit up in a bright green light, and any creature,
okay, sorry, go for it.
any creature in the area is also outlined in light if it fails a dex saving throw.
This is so interesting. Hold on, I got this is me showing my amateur.
It's one of my favorite spells in the game. It's so fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Might keep you around.
Okay, so you throw in a fairy fire.
Mhm.
So let me give this a second. Okay, you do this. Well, first of all, what's your fairy fire vibe? What is the color of your fairy fire?
It's like a neon green.
Love
it's
that.
like kind of nauseating to look at.
Okay, so you throw this in, and very quickly, you are all inundated with the sound of shrieking, screaming. I'm not going to try and do an impression of that.
Okay,
Okay,
get you a soundtrack.
Yeah, but the problem is on StreamYard. Oh shoot, once again, nope, absolutely not. Hold on. Wait, sorry guys. The problem with that is that if there's music playing on StreamYard, then it really distorts all of the audio. So we're just gonna, we'll figure it out. We'll grow in our capacity for, professionalism, but today is just not that day. But you guys, I mean, intense shrieking. Mycah, I'm assuming you've thrown this in there so you're looking into the room, yes?
Yes.
So you see, what do you see? You see, and then hold on. I should have written a little blurb for this, but I didn't. Okay, so you see the ground is covered in these like weird purpley kind of writhing type plant things. And then you also see several almost human-sized, very large, I mean, you're very familiar, mushrooms, just vibrating. And that's where the sound is coming from. Just like these horrible, horrible shrieks. Yeah.
Do we recognize any of that kind of stuff? Or is that like
Mycah is the only person who sees it right now because they're the one who's looking into the viewfinder. The viewfinder is kind of like a one person at a time thing. Mycah, do you want to roll a nature check?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and also everything, because they're plants, I literally Googled, I was like, are plants creatures? They all just automatically fail their dexterity roll. So every single one of them is outlined in the bright light. So you immediately know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like kind of entities in here. 4 of them are those huge human-sized mushrooms, and 2 of them are like the long, sprawling violet.
I don't see like the prisoner that was supposedly in here.
You do not see a prisoner in here, no.
My nature check was a 19.
Your nature check was a 19. All right, you just because. Oh, I mean, roll with advantage just because of your background.
Okay.
Just let's see.
That was an 8, so we'll stick with the 19.
Okay, that's totally fine. The 19 totally succeeds, but I just wanted, it makes sense that you would have advantage on this. Since your specialty is in mushrooms, you're actually very familiar with what is happening. So these are monsters. They're monstrous fungi,
Mushrooms.
basically. And excuse me, it says a shrieker is the things that are screaming, is a human-sized mushroom that emits a piercing screech to drive off creatures that disturb it. Other creatures use the fungi as an alarm to signal the approach of prey and various intelligent races of the Underdark. Various intelligent races of the Underdark cultivate shriekers on the outskirts of their communities to discourage trespassers. It's just a fun little fact that you know. Maybe at some point Val told you about them, actually, because Val is very familiar with the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more like spreading stuff, that is called a violet fungus. It says the purplish mushroom uses root-like feelers growing from its base to creep across cavern floors. The 4 stalks protruding from a violet fungi's central mass are used to lash out at prey, rotting flesh with the slightest touch. And any creature killed by a violet fungus decomposes rapidly, and a new violet fungus will sprout from the molding corpse, growing to full size in 2d6 days.
Okay. So I will turn to my companions and be like, there's some shriekers and some violet fungi in there, so I don't think these chemicals are gonna cut it. Might have to put a little more work in.
Okay.
Sounds like much more fun. Although my aunt had some of those shriekers. Oh my god. They're horrible. I hated going to visit her. They never shut the fuck up.
Do you know how to kill them?
Do I, Dungeon Master?
I mean,
as someone from the Underdark, do I know?
Yeah. I would say you're pretty shriekers. They're not. I mean, they're not hard to kill because they're so big, but they're actually like pretty. Their bark is bigger than their bite. Roll just on the off chance. Roll me a nature check.
So you said that the shriekers are used as like a warning system sometimes?
Mhm. Yeah. This is good enough, Val. You know that basically shriekers don't do any damage. They're super easy. I mean, they take a couple hits to clear them. It's like kind of like hitting down a small tree, right? Like it's not easy, but it's not going to fight back. The purple fungus, on the other hand, you roll me another nature check. Just getting you to roll. Good enough. You know that those do have some capability of fighting, but it's also kind of they can also take damage.
Okay.
Do we think there might be something else in there because the shriekers might be a warning system?
Yeah, maybe, but
No.
shouldn't we clear them out first just to see? I mean, we can obviously be cautious about it, but we kind of need to get rid of them before we do any more investigating. Yeah?
Yeah, I think we should just be wary that there might be something that we can't see yet because the light didn't hit the whole cell.
Why am I agreeing with you so much?
This is
Maybe
the weirdest
I'm
thing
just
ever.
smarter than you think.
No, that couldn't possibly.
Let's
Could
not get
have.
ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Mycah, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't violet fungus, like, don't they sprout from dead bodies?
Yes, which is a little worrying that there's two in there when there was only one prisoner that we were told about.
Keen
I'm gonna go ahead.
observation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't know how many prisoners are left, considering the violet fungus.
Is it violet or violent?
Violet. They're purple.
Violet. Okay.
I guess the next step would be
How
opening
the
the
fuck do we
door
unlock this door?
back into mushrooms.
Yeah, I guess we have to, cautiously open the door.
All right.
I think that'd be Val with the thieves' tools.
It is locked.
Good.
Yeah.
Apologies, I know I have a dog. So yeah, I pull out my thieves' tools and I say, "Are we ready? Everybody got their? Do we have our weapons? Does anyone have any weapons? Nobody thought
You
we
would have come prepped if you were told there was an assignment. Like, yeah, you were just for this.
Just making sure we're not walking in without a single weapon amongst us, because then we just all get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Now we're gonna need these fists.
Okay, Tephra.
attack
Good
rolls
luck.
are at advantage because of the fairy fire. So if you can see the thing you're hitting, you get advantage on it, which I'm assuming you'll be looking where you're swinging.
Hopefully. What do I have to roll to unlock the door? Or do I just do it because I'm the master thief?
No, you do have to roll. There is a DC you have to beat, and I'm trying to remember. Let me look at one of these. Yeah, hold on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Are gonna deception, history, insight, intimidation. Oh, Katie, I need you to scroll. I think it's sleight of hand, but no, sleight of hand is like stealing something.
I mean, I think sleight of hand is just anything
That
minute
requires like minute movements with your
Yeah.
hands. Okay. So then we'll do sleight of hand.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Oh no.
Okay. This is fun. Okay, so now we can okay, so the DC was 10.
Great.
So I actually wouldn't even, because normally I have it where if you fail a DC by just one, you can succeed at a cost. But this is failing by more than that. So we're just gonna say that you try your best, but there's something about these locks. You just realize that, oh wait, this is a keeps dungeon, and maybe excuse me, maybe these locks are a little bit more advanced, especially in the deeper dungeon. This is not the same kind of lock as in the upper level, where you have many a time released your friends from the holding cell. It's a different kind of lock. And actually, maybe that's why you fail, is because you go in expecting something and you kind of don't actually take the time to really inspect the lock because you just sort of assumed it would be one way. But yeah, so the
Very
lock,
character.
the lock is not picked. So what do you do?
Would you like me to try?
By all means, go ahead.
Okay, hold up.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Nope. Val, give me those thieves tools.
Yeah,
Give me
let me
those,
go.
babe.
All right. Tephra, you're going to also try to pick the lock.
Can I
Yes.
And
guidance?
do you have proficiency in thieves' tools, Tephra?
Oh,
wait,
no. I've
hold on.
got
Val,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Val, you should have proficiency in thieves' tools, don't you?
Mm-hmm. What is that? I don't know what that means.
So, okay, it should say like in your equipment. I mean, you're a rogue. You're gonna have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Yeah, I mean, that's my
You
whole
rolled me a
point.
sleight of hand.
Mhm.
Oh, Malin is helping us out. Malin says that to pick a lock
Okay.
in 5e, it's your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So what's your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus?
5 is my dex modifier, and where's proficiency?
Proficiency is just to the right of those things. Nope, up at the top.
Let me move myself for a second.
The big
Proficiency is
square.
+2, right? At this level. Hold on.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Can you scroll to where the log is of? Oh wait, no, I can do that because I've got the. Wait, where's that place where you just rolled? Will you just roll again randomly? Just roll a number randomly. And then there should be like a log that comes up. Will you press that up arrow? The up arrow. The up. Yep, that.
Oh.
Shoot. Wait. Where? I need to know what your original roll was because I don't think it added the right
It was
amount.
an 8.
No,
It
but
was
that
an
was
8,
her
yeah.
total
Oh.
for sleight of hand. Okay, so she rolled a 5. So then it would have been +5 if that's your dex. Wait, can you go up? Sorry, again.
Oh wait, we have the game log.
+3 +2. Okay, actually, I think Val. Hold on, let me bring us back. Sorry. I think Val actually succeeds because if you rolled a 5 and your dex is +3 and your proficiency is +2, then that's a 10, and that was the DC. No, yeah, the DC was 10, not 9.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So for a second, you think you don't have it, because you kind of came in kind of cocky, but then you catch yourself right at the last minute as you realize this is a more complicated lock, and you get it, and it does unlock. But the door remains closed.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
As I'll ever be.
So I open the door.
All right.
Okay, can I have my
Mhm.
longbow ready just in case?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to have any action that they prepare before you guys go in?
I guess I'll pull out a dagger.
I'm just getting ready to whack with my quarterstaff.
I have my moon touched rapier, which I unsheath, and then it gives an additional 15 feet of light
Oh, nice.
from where I am.
Okay,
So it won't.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that position wise, are we all going in, or I'm thinking since I have a longbow, maybe I should stay slightly out in the hallway in case, for long range stuff, as opposed to going right up to it.
Yeah, I agree. I think we all should probably stand back because the violet probably things will probably try to burst out of the.
Actually, I have a question. Would an arrow, can you kill one of these mushrooms with arrows? Because I could just take them out from afar and then we wouldn't even have to go in and fight them in that sense. You know what I mean?
I think we could try.
I just
Can you
don't.
shove your arrow through the hole and
what is do you have the range on your arrow when you're looking at that weapon? What did the ranges say?
Is that the it says 150/600?
Yeah, so I might correct me if I'm wrong here, Malin, because Malin seems to know. But I think under a certain threshold, you'd actually be rolling with disadvantage for a ranged weapon.
I think if it's just melee, As long as it's beyond melee range, you don't have disadvantage.
Really? Even if it's like 10 feet?
Yeah, I think that it just matters if it's like right next to you, you have disadvantage, but as long as it's one square away.
All right.
So can I just try it?
What do you mean?
Like before
describe
we
to me what your plan is.
Yeah, okay, so before we go in, let me just try and see what an effect an arrow would have on one of these mushrooms, if any.
Okay, so the door is open and you go and you stand like within the doorway.
Yeah, like just enough that I can aim and, and they can't approach, touch me.
Okay. Hold on. Before we do that,
range.
Before we do that, I'm going to attempt to do something I've never done before. I'm going to try and run an encounter in D&D Beyond.
Ooh.
If you guys are signed into D&D Beyond, let me know what happens. Wait, okay, I'm going to share. Val, can I share your character? I just want to see what happens when I do this. Wait, this is not what I wanted. No. Incorrect. This is what I wanted. Does it do anything when I start running the encounter for you? Did it do anything for you?
I don't see anything on mine either.
Okay, well then I want everybody to roll initiative first of all.
Okay.
But Becca, Alara will be going first because, but not like, I still want you to roll initiative, but Alara will get to do this action of,
Sorry, which one's initiative?
Yeah, which one's initiative?
Next to armor class, there's a little rectangle.
Oh, thank you, Mars. I mean, Mycah.
Wait, why am I? Can someone point it out on the? Oh, armor class. Okay. Oh, duh. Okay. It's like right in the middle. Okay. I got 12.
oh, I haven't started the encounter yet. That's why everybody's rolling initiative first. Who is player E? Oh, I'm dumb. That was when I was building the encounter, whatever. Where is everybody? Oh, shoot. Okay, not everybody's in here. Sorry, guys. I have to go back. My bad. Hold on. Edit. I'm editing the encounter so that way we actually have the right people in here.
It's a learning process.
It is a learning process. My bad. Wait, how do I edit the people in
I
here?
think once she gets that up, we can press that like play button by the campaign banner, and it'll take us to
manage characters. Here we go.
Wait, that's the one that says
and then
launch.
the game log is next to it.
Should we have already pressed that, the launch game thing?
No, sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no, I'm just curious about the little play button.
Why are you all hidden from difficulty calculations? This is so strange. You need to not be here. Hide character. Okay, Mycah is in here. Val is in here. Where are... I don't know why, but Tephra and Alara aren't options. Hold on, maybe...
That's what I'm wondering. Do I hit this where it says launch game? Like maybe I was supposed to hit that before we started?
Oh, okay.
I didn't press the button, so I don't know. I don't know what it does.
Should I try it? I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Did it do anything?
It says your DM is not currently hosting a game session, so you're blocking me out.
Okay, sorry guys. Maybe this is something that I can do.
Because we didn't have the signet ring equipped. Like I had it in my equipment, but I didn't have it equipped.
I don't think it's that. I don't think that's the problem. For some reason, Mycah and Val are here, and I have like Steeg's character and I have Malin's potential guest character as options, but I don't have you guys, and I don't understand why not. So strange. Hold on. Yeah, I do not understand why, but you know what? We're just gonna move forward. We're not gonna run it in D&D Beyond. Then I can do this manually. That's fine. Okay, let me hide this. Oh, hello. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this because that's the vibe.
It's the dungeon.
And yeah, you know what I can do? should I do my overhead camera and just kind of show you guys a vague visual? This is Critical Role. This is not. This is when I say it's a vague fucking visual. Get ready for the biggest thing you've ever seen in your whole life.
This is
Did you say
exciting.
biggest thing or Vegas?
Vegas.
Thing?
Vegas.
Okay. I was like, I've seen bigger.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get that right. Oh shoot! Come on. Oh, this thing's killing me. Hold on. I did have this set up before we started streaming, but say lovey. It's
Will do.
there we go. Just give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. I think that's good. Let me get her in here. And then you're supposed to be. Nope. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Here we go. Hello. Okay.
From car.
Car wash cam repurposed.
Okay, so we've got, this is like the hallway. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just putting that you guys are standing right there. Do I have anything secret on here? No. Okay, can you guys see this? Yeah, that's good.
Oh, lovely.
Okay,
Okay.
so first of all, give me those initiatives.
Okay, I got a 12.
Can't spell initiative.
I got an 8, so I don't think I'm going first.
Okay, Tephra, what'd you get?
17.
Val?
11.
11. Okay, so we've got Tephra is going first, and then
Alara.
Alara, thank you,
And then me.
and then Val,
Val.
and
So
then
even though we rolled for initiative, but since I'm the only one that has like a bow and arrow, do we? I mean, it's up to you, Tephra. But did you want to go hand to hand with something that could potentially? Because do you have any long range? You know what I mean? Like if you have long range, like if you have a, you don't. Okay.
also I'm just gonna say it's kind of got hard for you guys to be having a conversation right now because you're literally it's like there's literally so much screaming happening, but you can be shouting over it. But it just FYI, just to set the scene, you guys can totally talk, but that's what's happening right now.
Yes,
It's
the longbow.
screamed at by mushrooms.
Okay.
Right.
Might as well try.
All right, so Alara, you're up first. You look in and roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. 24. Oh, I got a 20 plus my
Nice.
modifier.
You got a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can clearly, you're standing right here is the doorway, and you have a vantage point. You can clearly see. Oh, and everything's lit up in fairy fire anyway, so you can see everything within this dungeon. You have, these are the 4 kind of tall human-sized mushrooms, and then this is kind of the area of which there is that purple fungus growing. But then you can also just see that there's just general like gross stuff all over the floors.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if the arrow works on the mushroom, I guess. Because you were talking about getting like minus for being too close. So
I
should
think
for the farthest one, or
well, so that's as Mars was saying, that's only if you're like within 5 feet of something.
okay,
And it's gonna be hard to see this, but this is a dot grid, and so every like square is 10 feet. No, on this size, we've blown this up. Every square is 5 feet.
okay.
So,
So I'm like 10 feet away from the first mushroom.
you are more than 10 feet, yes.
Okay, all right. So
One?
yeah, let me try to just take that one out then.
Okay.
Advantage.
Yep. Roll to attack with advantage.
Okay. Oh, okay. Can you put my screen up so I can
Yeah.
see? Okay. So do I just click this right here and that's it?
You can roll it twice.
That's
No, that's damage. That's damage. Roll the +5.
So the +5 one? Okay.
Mhm.
9.
And you have advantage, so you can roll again.
Oh, so I roll the same thing again?
Mhm.
15.
All right. And that is one of the shriekers that has, and yep, you hit for sure. You hit. So you can go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Damn,
Mhm.
that arrow, and like you see like fungal ooze coming out of this thing, and it's still screaming, but it's kind of like. So very well done. All right, so that's Alara's turn. Right now, Alara, the doorway is about, I know it looks bigger than that, but it is only about 5. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back to this page. The doorway looks bigger than this on the map because I'm bad at drawing, but it's only about like big enough for one person. So right now, Alara is in the way, but it is Tephra's turn. Tephra, would you like to do anything?
Okay, I have a question first. Are
Yeah.
the violets mobile? Like, do they move?
You do not know, but you can use your action to roll a perception check and try and like discern that. Or I would put that as a bonus action, actually, if you want to use your bonus action.
Okay. Okay, like, can I like come to the door, get not too close in, but like enough to hit that one on the left with like my dagger or something to like
This one?
chuck it? Yeah.
Okay. So you are squeezing past Alara. What is your movement?
I just want to like peek over her shoulder and do one of these.
Oh, so you're gonna throw the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I will say that you don't really have a good. Well, I just think from. Okay, wait. How tall are you? How tall is Tephra?
Oh, very good question. I don't know. I think she's short.
Yeah. So I would say in order to get a line of sight, you would need to come into the room. Not very far into the room, but you would need to push past Alara.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay. So how far into the room do you want to come?
Let's see. Like to the edge of that. Like, yes, right there. Thank you for knowing exactly what I'm saying without words.
So we'll have you right there. What is the like throwing range on your daggers?
Oh, very good question. Oh, I've got 5 feet of reach. I think that's what it says.
5 feet. So yeah.
The range is 20 to 60 feet, though. Well, at least on my dagger.
Yeah,
Like, the
same.
range,
Hold up.
if that's what the question is.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
20 feet.
Okay. So then you can make a ranged weapon attack.
Okay. How do I do this?
Also, Malin is in the wings for us if we have any D&D questions.
Okay, question. How do I? Oh, there it is. I see it. Never mind. 21.
To hit. That hits for
yes.
sure.
And
Definitely
that's 7 points of piercing damage.
7.
Did you want to do your advantage just to see if you crit?
Oh yes.
Just in case you roll a nat 20 on that?
Can I? May I? Let's see. No.
Worth a shot.
That's a shot.
So you did 7.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. With an arrow, yeah, that arrow goes flying and kind of
It's a
lobs.
dagger.
Thank you. Dagger goes flying, and that's what I was thinking.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if it would change what you were saying.
No. I was thinking a dagger because like this does make sense
Gotcha.
otherwise. And its sharp edge kind of lops off about half of the mushrooms like mound. But it's still
Insert vagina joke
standing.
here.
It's still standing and it's still screaming.
Okay.
What a dramatic little thing.
And
Someone
you,
remind me to get that back before we leave, please.
okay. You still have a bonus action and some movement left if you have anything else you would like to do or that you can do.
Okay, sure. Let's just, mosey on up to it and I guess do an unarmed strike. I guess I'm just like.
Can you do that as a
curb
bonus
stomping?
action? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Slay. All right. So Tephra is moving. Oh, F. Hold on. Let me get a eraser. That's not going to kill me. Just a second.
She's on the move.
Tephra's a monk, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Monks are cool.
Monks are cool. Monks are a slay. So you're just getting right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Unarmed strike. Go for it.
Okay, 18 to hit. And
Hits.
that's 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay. You throw a punch right at the stalk, okay? And do you know how, have you ever, ripped a mushroom in half? You know, that, weird softness?
I want the curb stomping. I don't want the gooiness on my hands.
There's no goo. There's no goo.
Curb stomp a mushroom.
Okay, so with your kick, okay, you feel the stalk give way underneath you, and it just kind of bows over, but it's just still hanging on by just the slightest connection.
God dang. All right.
All right.
Nice.
So that is Val's turn, and now we're going to, or sorry, no, that's Tephra's turn, and now it's Alara's turn again.
I get to go again?
Yes, because you had action that you wanted to say before we started initiative, so that was kind of a non-initiative turn.
Okay, so the person, the mushroom that I hit before is still active.
Yes, it's still screaming. Yes.
Okay, so maybe I should just try and finish that one off.
Okay.
Let's do another arrow.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm doing the longbow, and I got an 11.
That hits.
Okay, and then damage is 8.
All right. So you let it loose, and the arrow just slices through the stalk, and the mushroom kind of slit. Have you ever seen the Underworld movies with Kate Beckinsale? Yeah. It's kind of like that vibe where it just kind of slides off, and the whole mushroom kind of withers and decays.
Okay, so it's dead.
Ooh, first kill.
We got one.
Well done. You have movement and a bonus action if you would like to do anything.
I'm going to move towards that area so that I can let the others not have to push past me.
Okay. All right. It is now Alara's, sorry, it was just Alara's turn. Also, I put it as an A. It's an E. My bad. It's Val's turn.
All right. I'm gonna take my rapier and I'm gonna go over and stab the shit out of that mushroom that Tephra's killing.
This one?
Yeah. I'm gonna go chop it, hack it down.
What is your movement?
30.
Oh, you got it.
Wait, is that the walking? No. Walking speed? Is that what?
Yeah, walking speed, yeah.
Then yes, 30.
Okay. So you're good. I'm going to put you right here. And you're Val. And you're attacking with your rapier?
Yes.
All right. Roll to hit. Roll to attack and roll with advantage. Fairy fire.
What's the advantage mean? Well, I got 13 as the hit.
Okay, so you hit, but you can roll again to see if you crit.
Oh, we're gonna have to roll again.
Why?
I got a 4.
No, but you rolled the first one.
Yeah, but the damage. That was the hit. That was
okay.
the
No, sorry. Okay, so when you roll with advantage, you're rolling to hit with advantage. You're not rolling your damage twice.
Okay. Well, I got 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage. There we go. Sorry, I did not.
You're totally fine. It's enough. you just kind of like lazy on up. Like Tephra's kind of come up and done this like kick, and it's like when somebody is trying to open a jar, and they're like, and then another person comes up and just like, and you're like, well, I loosened it for you, right? Because Val comes up and it just kind of very like deftly, elegantly just slices that final little connection on the stalk, and this mushroom also kind of cleaves off and shrivels up as well. All right, it is now Mycah's turn.
I want to go up to one of the violet guys.
Okay,
Go to the one on the right.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to whack it with my quarterstaff.
What's your speed?
30.
I think you should be fine. Hold on. Yeah, you're totally fine. All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure that.
24. Oh my god.
Oh, was that a nat 20?
I think so, because as your modifier was 4, then that's 20.
Yeah.
Cool.
Slay.
It didn't come up on my side for some reason.
Oh, very nicely done. So that hits, and it's a crit.
So when you do crits, do you roll double the number of dice, or do you roll once and double that number?
Well, I don't have a personal preference on that. Do people have a personal preference, and we can just make that the standard for the campaign? I've done it both ways.
I guess because it's easier because we're just clicking instead of rolling. Maybe just do it twice and then add it up. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So
Mars, do you have a preference?
not really. I mean, I like rolling more dice, but these aren't physical dice. So you don't.
That's true. Why don't we have the standard for this campaign to be you roll double the number of dice rather than double the number you roll?
Okay. So that would be 2d8. So
Okay.
4d8 when you double it.
Slay.
So I'm going to use the thing on the side.
Okay.
So 4. Oh, that looks so fun. That's 19 damage plus 2 because of my modifier. So 21 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this thing doesn't even have a chance. You kind of approach it, and like it starts moving as if it's gonna slash out at you, and you just go,
none of that.
Like it doesn't even make a noise. It just like
Dies.
it just dies. It's done. Very well done. Very well done. You still have, I think you've used up half your movement to get here, a little more than half, and you might still have a bonus action. Is there anything else you do?
My only bonus action that I have is healing, but none of us need that, so
Nope.
Can I walk closer to the
This one?
shrieker that's
This
on
one?
that's on the bottom?
This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll just get as close as I can get to that guy.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have about 10 feet of movement left, so we're going to put you, we'll put you right here.
Okay.
All right. Now it's technically the mushroom's turn.
Oh, God.
These two just scream continuously.
Me too, buddy.
This one's just chilling. Just vibing. Okay. Tephra, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna let Mycah handle the violet situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to that next mushroom if I
Okay.
can, or get as close.
Your movement is, as a monk, your movement should be something crazy. What is it?
If you let me know where to find that, I can tell you.
It should say like walking speed up on the. Hold on, Val. I'm sharing your character sheet again. Oops, I had to stage. It's like right here. Can you see what I'm pointing at? Speed.
No.
It's right above armor
No.
class.
Oh, duh. I'm so sorry. 30 feet is what it says.
30. Okay. So you are right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get right there. You're right up with it.
And I'm gonna do, a little stabby with the dagger that I picked up. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's fine. We can say that was your bonus action. We can say that was your bonus action to pick up your dagger. Okay, let's stab away.
Okay, dirty 20.
Oh,
That is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Kind of exactly a repeat of what happened to you last time. You come in and you slice because you're like, okay, no kicks. We're going to slice. But you slice through the stalk, but there's just enough resistance right at the end where you're not able to fully cleave it. But the sound of the shrieking severely decreases, and you've massively damaged it, but it's still holding on.
Perfect.
All right, so you've used your movement, your bonus action, and your action. So we're gonna move on. Alara, it is your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for the last mushroom we haven't touched yet.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
My problem is I'm not sure if I should use my longbow on the off chance that I don't roll very well, because couldn't I technically hit Mycah by accident?
So I will let you know my DMing style is if you have a critical fail on an attack roll. So if this was just a regular dexterity check or something, I don't really do crit fails unless I think it's especially funny. I just let you add any modifiers that you do have. But on attack rolls, a crit fail, I would, especially with a ranged weapon, there are consequences, but it would be a statistical chance, right? It doesn't automatically mean you would hit Mycah. We would roll to see if you would hit Mycah, basically.
Okay.
It'd be so funny if you hit Mycah.
I know. I was just thinking.
I'm so sorry to Mycah, but that'd be so funny.
Yeah. Remember, Becca. You gotta play as Alara, not as Becca.
No, the part of me is like, oh my god, I don't want to hit her. But then I'm all like,
Did you take some movement first?
Might actually be funny. Okay, then I will use my longbow again and try to go for the mushrooms. Okay.
This one.
So let me see if I hit. And I got 11.
That hits.
Okay. Sorry, Mycah. Okay, and damage is 4.
4. Hold on. What number is this one?
Oh, did you do your advantage?
Oh yeah. Did you roll with advantage?
Wait, what is that?
Just roll to hit again just to see if you crit, because then that could double. That gives you more opportunity for damage.
I got 7.
Okay, so we're going with the original roll, which was 11 and 4. So you land a solid blow, kind of right through the top mound. Sorry, Mullen. And it kind of almost makes off a balloon losing air kind of sound. But instead of the screams, but it's still standing tall.
Okay.
Would you like to move at all or use a bonus action?
Yeah, I might move halfway between, just so the next time I can get a better spot.
So halfway between.
Yeah, but next to Mycah, so essentially.
Mycah, okay. So is your movement 30?
Yes.
Okay, so I will try my best to get you there. So, oh, sorry. Hold on. You're right here. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. You can't walk through this. 25, or 20, 30. I can get you right here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's Alara's turn. We are at Val.
I'm gonna go over to that other purple guy since I saw how deftly
This one?
Mycah killed the other one and said, "I'll try my luck with that guy."
10, 15, 20. It'll take 20 feet of movement. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. And is right here okay, or do you want to be anywhere else for any reason?
No, it doesn't really matter where I am, I don't think.
Okay. All
and
right.
I'm just gonna start hacking away at her
With your rapier.
with my rapier.
All right. Roll to attack.
A nat 20.
No, you're kidding me. Are you serious? These things aren't going to get a single effing hit in. Are you joking?
No, I wish I rolled the notes at the 20.
You know what? This is great. It just means you guys are super good at your jobs, right? Like, you're just great. Okay. Go for it.
We come back up like not a single scratch.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Oh my god.
Wait, so what do I do with the damage? How do I?
Okay, so like click on your here, let me bring up your sheet. So you're with your rapier. So click on that 1d4 plus 3. Or no, sorry, where's your rapier? Oh, it's hidden underneath this information. The big roll.
There.
Yeah, there you go. So no, oh, moon touched rapier. Okay, so yeah, just click on that. Okay, so you rolled a Okay, so 13 and then roll again.
$20. So do you add them together?
You don't do the bonus twice, just the dice.
Yes.
Which dice? Sorry, the ones over
So
here.
it was 4, 6, and 4. So just subtract 3 from the total. So 13 plus 7 is 20 minus 3 is 17.
17. Okay. Math.
Oh boy.
I'm not good at math.
Oh boy. You take this rapier whoosh, and you do this beautiful slice and you think, I've got it. But it's still up.
Oh.
Gasp.
All
I
right.
gasp.
But
Wow.
Mycah's about to go, so it doesn't even effing matter. Okay.
I wasn't gonna go for that guy though.
Oh my gosh, Mycah, it's your turn.
I wanted to go to the shrieker that's down on
Okay.
the and
Okay.
whack that guy.
So you're right here. You're coming to here.
Yeah.
That's going to be within your movement. No problem.
And I'm gonna hit my quarterstaff again.
Okay. Roll to attack.
The first roll is an 18. Let me just see if I crit, because that'd be hilarious if I did.
That would be funny.
No, I got a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And that is awful damage.
Oh.
Oh, where did it go? Come on, let me read
It
the
might
number.
not matter. We'll see.
That's 9 damage. So
Okay.
not awful, but not
Yeah.
as good as I have been doing.
It's enough. Okay. What weapon is this? The quarterstaff?
Yep.
You just take that quarterstaff and pound down right on this. All these innuendos. You just wail on it to the place where it just completely goes. It's kind of like in those cartoons, or like with the. Oh, you know what this is? This is the Pixar logo opening. You know?
Oh.
Whack, 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 and it just kind of flattens into a total pancake before shriveling up. You have probably another 10 feet of movement left if you want to use it, and you still have your bonus action.
Is this guy dead?
He's dead. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Again, I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action, but I guess I could walk closer to the last purple guy.
The purple one, this one?
Yeah.
So we'll get you at 5, 10. We'll put you right here.
So I'm not in melee with it, but I'm closer.
Yes, you're not in melee,
All right.
but you're like 5 feet away from being in melee. Oh, well, let me look at its reach.
Oh, so I could be within its reach, but not able to whack it myself.
You don't know, is how I will phrase this.
Oh, not even with my insane mushroom knowledge.
I just, it's in the heat of the moment,
Hmm.
you know? Well,
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
no, that's a good point. No, that's a very good point. It's up to you.
I'm fine not knowing.
Okay.
I would walk closer to it anyway.
Okay. So this is as far as you can get. You're within 10 feet of it.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. Oh. I get to do one thing, you guys. One thing. Okay, it's this violet fungus's turn. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, first.
Ooh.
She's gonna roll something. we're going to roll with this, baby. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Okay, so we rolled a 2. So it's going to make a multi-attack. And it's and it too, there are 2 people within its range. So it's gonna, these 2 purple stalks just shoot out and touch both Mycah and Val.
Great.
And we're gonna roll, but we're not gonna show this off because none of you guys use your special ability, which is fine. You don't need to, but I'm gonna remind
What special ability?
Don't forget to read
For the
the
ring?
notes I sent to you. Remember the feat. Remember your guys' feats. Not from the ring. It's from being a member of the advisory.
The battlefield awareness one?
Yes. It's a bonus action. All right, I'm rolling to hit. So this first roll is for Mycah. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this next roll is for Val. Does a 6 hit?
Is that armor class?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. Then we're rolling this bad boy.
It's just real pissed at Mycah for killing its friend.
I did destroy 2 of its friends.
You know, though, the dice gods are not with me today. Mycah, it reaches out and it kind of just cuts like a little sliver and it gives you 1 point of damage.
That's fair.
It is necrotic damage, so it stings.
Mhm.
It stings.
Like a
But
paper cut.
that
Listen, I don't begrudge it anything. I understand how mushrooms are.
so that's its fabulous turn, you guys. And it is now Tephra's turn.
Okay, we're just gonna go
You're right
fists and elbows. We're gonna
Okay.
stay right there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go fists and elbows. Okay, wait, that was a 17. No, 22. Let's try one more time. No, okay, well, 17 to hit,
That hits.
5 points of damage, and then I'm gonna do a go down, please, a bonus action of,
Okay.
another elbow.
Okay. Oh, damn. Well, you would, except that first elbow cleaves it, and you got it.
Oh,
And
perfect.
it's-
Thank you.
Yeah, and it shrivels away, and you're like, thank God, because I'm not gonna have
Shut
Val show me up again. Okay, so this one's off. Anything else you'd like to do? You still technically have your bonus action because you killed it on your action.
Okay. Okay, well then can I turn around and fuck up this one right here? The little
Yeah, it's
purple
about
thing?
10 feet, so you should have plenty of movement for that. So you're going here.
Okay. Do we get to roll the bonus action with advantage or no?
Yeah, anytime you make an attack roll.
Okay. Okay, 23 was the first one. No, okay, we'll go with 23.
20.
Um,
I'm sorry, 23 hits. Yeah,
Yeah. And that was 3 points of damage.
it's enough because all it was going to take was a puff of smoke, puff of wind, a little thing. You just come in with your fist after it kind of snatches out and cuts your friend's face. You just kind of come up and you chop it, and it shrivels into kind of a gooey. Oh, sorry, you do get a little goo on your hands when you do this, but it's like mushroom goo. It's not like bug goo. It's a difference. It's more of just like a wetness.
That doesn't make it better.
I know.
No, we're both showing each other
The
up.
wetness, the mounds, the dripping. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I know.
The pounding.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least only Mycah got hurt.
At least.
All right. No. All right. And that is the end of our very first initiative. So you guys, as Tephra comes up and just kind of karate chops the last mushroom into submission, you are still left in a room that is full of full of mold.
We still have to clean this up.
Perception check just to fully scope out the rest of the room.
Absolutely, you can roll a perception check.
That is
Whoa.
natural 20 plus 5.
All
Wow.
right. You see there's nothing else in the room. You're very confident about that, but with a natural 20, you do pick up on that both of those violet molds were growing out. You do see remnants of like an eyeball. You see, some fingers, but they're very, very decayed. But yeah, you kind of get the impression that these were two prisoners who got unlucky when some kind of underdark type mold seeped up into the dungeon. So
Okay, now we were only aware of one prisoner, so should we be wondering about who the second person was?
I mean,
Or-
I'm wondering.
You
I
know,
don't
They're
need
not
enough-
putting prisoners together in one cell. How did two bodies end up in one cell?
well,
right?
yeah, and Richard said there was only one, right? I mean, did
Well,
I
I
hear
think
that right?
the
And
fungus.
surely Richmond wouldn't lie to us.
I think the fungus might have come in on its own, and then when it ate the other person, that's the second one. So one of the
Okay.
fungus is one that came in because that's how the violet fungi work. They just spread and absorb and create new ones.
Okay, well, now I'm like the suspicious one, right? So like, should we trust that Richmond? I know we've known him for a while, but do you think he set us up?
you can roll an insight check, or you can tell me you want to roll an insight check, and then this is also my DM notes. I roll insight checks for the players specifically to prevent metagaming, but that's the only roll I ever roll for you. But you can,
Insight?
yeah. So you don't roll it, I roll it, and then you tell me what your modifier is. Do you
Okay.
want to roll insight on Richmond?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Roll. What's your modifier?
+2.
Okay. Should I message you privately to also prevent metagaming? I will. I'll message you on Instagram
like that.
privately.
That's
Oh.
fun.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, I have to.
Becca.
But it's up to me if I want to share, right?
Yes, it's completely up to you. I'm typing out the message right now. My apologies.
'Cause I don't know if I'd share with Mycah, but Val, I think, maybe Tephra,
Oh wait, hold on. I have to take into account your background.
Oh,
Ooh.
intriguing.
Ooh, spicy.
So curious. I'm like, what is it?
Don't take me typing a lot to mean anything. We all know I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. We all know this. Okay.
Okay, I think I can share that. I think Richmond did not set us up.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. It's a dungeon. There's going to be mold.
But this is like dangerous mold.
Yeah.
The mold from the
We live
Underdark.
in a dangerous country. Creatures appear all the time.
But have we ever heard of this happening in the castle or keep or?
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for this. This is your job as the advisory, right? And you guys are on the lower level. Once you become the advisory, I've told you guys this, but for anybody watching, the advisories are made up in a 3-tier system. I think I mentioned this before, but you have the seats. Those are the head council, right? They are like powerful in their field. Then you have advisors who are teachers to members of the advisory, to the advisees, which is what you are. Within the advisees, there are tiers as well. You guys are on the lowest tier of advisee. So all of your tasks are right now, you're just in training. You are part of the castle group. So you, for the most part, stay with the castle. once you have proven yourself as a team, advisees do get the option to be licensed adventurers and get to go out on behalf of the Lord and Lady Sylvain and perform protective tasks for the region. But the castle still does have, certain things that come in every so often that have to be dealt with. And that's what you guys have dealt with in the past, is kind of, smaller threats to the castle. So this has felt like a very routine task. The only thing that happened was someone got a paper cut. Whatever.
And Mycah's gonna milk that it's 1 hit point injury and claim that they're too injured to really get into the bulk of the cleaning, so we're gonna leave the big messy room to you guys. Mycah will still help. They're just gonna go and clean the little bit of mold in the other cells just to make sure it's all taken care of. But I'm so sorry, guys. I don't wanna exacerbate this injury.
Not forgiving you to kill yourself.
So just for the sake of time, is the plan to go ahead and clean the cells, or what is the plan?
But question about this stuff, because didn't you say that that these are, if we touch them, did you say that they're can we touch them, or are we gonna get some sort of mold disease or fungus disease or something? Can they still hurt us when they're dead?
From what Mycah mentioned earlier, the Shriekers, from Mycah and Val, I'm assuming you guys gave away the information.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Shriekers, they're all bark, no bite. Those are totally safe. Even when they're alive, they're just annoying. The violet fungus are a threat when they are alive, but they have shriveled up, and you don't perceive them to be a threat anymore.
Can I collect some of the mushroom goo just
Absolutely.
for personal interest?
Absolutely. Mark it down on your inventory. You can say you've got 3 vials of mushroom goo.
Yeah, and do we have anything to put all this gunk and goo and stuff in? Because all we brought down were the 2 buckets of chemicals. I don't know how we can clean this up if we don't have anything to put this stuff in.
Right. Well, okay. Just if the plan is to clean it up, everybody, we're gonna roll a group chore check. I don't know. Let's go with performance. Hope you guys have really good charisma. No, do a group performance check just to see how well you clean.
Oh no!
Oh no. All right. Val, what'd you get?
A 3.
A 3. Mycah, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
Okay.
Which doesn't feel great, but
All right. Tephra, what'd you get?
Also a 14.
Okay. Alara, what'd you get?
I got a 10.
Okay, so that 3, while funny, is not devastating.
Val just doesn't do anything. She's just like, you guys got this.
Yeah, we'll say, okay, so you guys are successful in cleaning it up. You spray and you realize that the spray has some form of solvent in it, and it kind of makes the mushroom dissolve after some time. And you scrub, and there are drains within the dungeon, and so you're able to kind of scrub the remnants. And in fact, Mycah, I don't even think you need to roll for this. I think what's your base wisdom?
my wisdom is a +3.
And what is your intelligence modifier as well?
My intelligence is +2.
Yeah. So you just get the vibe that probably these drains are how the mushrooms got here in the first place. They came up from some entry in the caverns that the keep is built into, and infected this place. So just for good measure, you also kind of pour one of the bottles of solvent on the walls of that drain and really sanitize it to prevent further infestation. And then kind of right as you're doing this, all 4 of your... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, at a certain point, Richmond does come down and is observing you and is taking notes. And he's like, also kind of fiddling with his signet ring. You guys are all wearing the signet ring of House Sylvain as is required. It's like basically your uniform to indicate that you're a member of the advisory. And as and at a certain point, Richmond also leaves. And right as you're finishing up, all 4 of your rings start growing warm and warmer. And the kind of, hold on, let me read the item description. Sorry, give me a second.
I thought you were going to say they start growing mold.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I just love it. If anybody's watching this and is like, how is this Tomb of Annihilation? It's not yet, okay? We're getting people used to streaming online. Give us a second. Hold on, Mycah. I'm in your character sheet because I need to look at the ring inventory signet of House Sylvain. Okay. Yeah. So it warms your finger and the branches begin to so the ring is like a great tree, right? That's the emblem of House Sylvain. The branches begin to glow like coal in a fire, like hot coals.
Okay.
Perhaps we're being summoned.
Yeah, is it like painful? Like painful enough to take off, or it's more just curiosity?
So in the item description, you were all very familiar with what this means, and it is in the item description.
Oh, okay.
I pulled up the description and I didn't even read it when I said perhaps we're being summoned. I just assumed that's what it
Really, that's so funny. That's amazing.
Well, I think we better go see the advisories.
Yeah.
I think Dahlia is going to be very interested. I'm very interested in what Dahlia has to say.
Yeah, maybe this means we passed our test.
Shall we find out?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Tephra, are you going to go with them?
Yes, but I'm like, who is Dahlia?
She's the head of the security advisory.
Yeah, you wouldn't know
Okay.
Dahlia. Tephra, you are part of the politics seat, and you're... Give me a second. Give me a second. How many of those have I needed today? You're the head of your advisory is a human bard named Christopher. Remember? Okay, so yeah. So you're or the head of your seat, I should say. The head of the advisory is Sindra and her husband. Oh, what just happened?
What happened?
My alarm is going off. Sorry, I was like getting confused.
I didn't hear anything.
No, one of my cameras
Yeah.
went out. Like just everything went funky. Okay. So you all travel through the keep and your rings grow hot to the point of just before it's uncomfortable. Cause so for sure you're being summoned to the head council room and you enter and in the few times you've been in this room before, you've seen it bustling with the highest ranking members of the advisory and Sindra, the lady of the house, at the head of the table. Today, it is icy cold, and only 3 people sit at the table. Dahlia, the head of the seat of security, who Val and Alara both know well. Maximilian, Syndra's husband, and the seat of surgery, whom Mycah is very familiar with. And a male elf who you all recognize as one of the main seats of the advisory, but you're not quite sure who it is.
Okay, so we approach
The table.
We have been summoned.
Is there like a certain respectful gesture that we would know of?
No. I don't know. You can make one up.
Yo!
No, you can make that. This is our collective story. Do you want there to be?
If there was, Val wouldn't be doing it.
Oh, okay.
We're casual. We're like, hey, ring.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up?
So Maximilian, or Max, as Mycah and all the people who are kind of closer to him call him, he stands up and he says, "Thank you all so much for coming. We're very grateful to you for answering the call." And Dahlia kind of next to him kind of scoffs. Dahlia is a dwarf with really intense curly black hair and a big kind of like fun scar right across her cheek that's in a neat, like almost flower type pattern, which is very funny considering her name. And she has like perpetual resting bitch face, but in a good way. Like if you're thinking of Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you're really close.
Love her.
And she says, she kind of like scoffs at him and she's like, yeah, really glad you're here. Not like we tried to summon 2 other teams, but turned out that they're stuck out in the mountains on other missions. And Max holds up his hand and he's like, thank you, Dahlia.
Dahlia.
He says, as it is, we need your help. There is a mission for you, for this team, that will take you from Sharonal, far from Coventry even. It would be your first sanctioned adventure, should you choose to accept, though I will say this now. I highly suspect it will be deadly. And he just looks at you.
How deadly is deadly?
Others have been sent. Others have failed.
Well, I'm in.
Others? What others? How many others?
I'm afraid I cannot give you the details until I know you're committed.
How can I commit when I don't know the details?
Okay, I'm in.
You are not required to join Val if you are not interested. And he looks at Tephra.
Val, come on.
It's not that I'm not interested. I just like to know what I'm getting into. Shocking, I know.
We've been in this castle for like ever. We've been talking about getting out of here. Like, this is our chance. Come on. Come on.
I want to know what's on the line if we fail, and then what do we gain if we succeed, whatever this mission is.
You've all been, well, okay. Are any of you not particularly like big drinkers, big partiers, anything like that? So you all choose to spend your evenings and some of your extra hard-earned cash at the Blank Page Tavern.
Occasionally, yeah.
So, okay. Max kind of holds firm. He says to Tephra, he says, again, I cannot tell you the specifics until I know you're willing to take on the task. But I will say, if the mission does not succeed, it could bring about a cataclysm on a level that this country has never seen.
I mean, I'm in.
You know I trust
I'll join.
All right.
Thank you. I mean, isn't that why we came here? I mean, literally. Like the reason
I
why
expected a brief, I'm going to be honest. But for you,
why I
Maxie,
came here.
I guess.
And Mycah, just to clarify, you said you know I trust you,
Mhm.
Max. Do
And
you
if
have anything
Max
else?
thinks that Mycah's a person to go on this
Mm-hmm.
adventure, that they believe in themselves.
All right. So Dahlia kind of looks at Val and her attitude with unsurprised chagrin. And kind of gives an appraising and appreciative look to Alara. And the other kind of male elf is sitting there and he's just kind of taking notes and kind of acknowledging. And Max kind of looks one more time at Val and he says, the choice is yours.
Well, you know I'll do anything for you, Maxie, so I guess I'm in.
And he grins at you, but like in an embarrassed way. And then, but like you can tell that like that kind of, you know, he was like, that was cute. And
He's familiar with Val. He knows her.
yeah, she's been around for 10 years. They've worked together. Even though she's not part of his team, they've worked together and they know each other. All right. So All right, please follow me then. And he goes to the opposite side of the great hall, or the council room, I should say. And he leads you all through a door into a stairwell that you are familiar with the layout of the castle, even with the parts that you don't spend a lot of time in. But you all recognize that he is leading you upstairs towards the family chambers. So this is where the family Sylvain lives within the castle. And it's beautifully lit, lots of gorgeous decorations, murals and tapestries of past adventures that Max and his wife and their adventuring party were on when they were younger. We're reading from the book now. All right. So he leads you up that grand staircase up to the 3rd floor and then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung not with tableaus of past adventures in this room, but with maps and sea charts. Racks, shelves, and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled up maps and charts. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You don't recognize them at first. They don't look well. And it all takes you a second, a shocking second, to grasp that you are looking at Sindra Sylvain. She's a half-elven woman of great beauty, typically, well, world-renowned for how beautiful she is. But, hold on, I wrote this. Give me a second. Her once gorgeous silver hair has turned brittle and matted and is falling out in some places. Bandages are wrapped around her waist where faint pink blood seems to seep. Her eyes are glassy, almost feverish, and her skin is dull. Still, she smiles at you as you all enter. Who has the highest passive perception?
Mine is
Is that the modifier, the perception?
It's the total number. It should be at the bottom of, I think it's at the bottom of your skill list. It's passive perception. Hold on.
Passive perception is to the left underneath saving throws.
Oh yeah, go up a little bit. It's like where that thing says senses and it says dark vision, and then it's right there.
Oh, mine is 15.
Oh, mine's 14.
Okay. Mars and Davaisha, I'm going to be messaging you guys on Instagram.
Ooh.
Okay.
Clip it over here.
Where is my... Okay, here we go. Sorry.
Real quick.
We need to make like an interlude video of you saying, "Give me a second."
Mm-hmm.
Just a little loading screen.
Yeah.
And then where are you, Mars? When's the last time? No. Oh, right. You're still Somber Honey on. I put in Mars, but you're not Mars on. All right. I have messaged you both. All right. And she says to you, please, thank you for coming. Her voice is raspier than you're used to. She says, help yourselves to the wine and seat yourselves. I'll just remove
Sit
this.
down.
Yeah.
Like,
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's happening? What is this?
Are you okay?
No, I'm good. I'm sorry.
That's what I said to Sindra. What's happening?
I'll take a seat closer to her because I'm very concerned in both a healer's capacity and also just because I know her quite well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She gives you a soft smile. I'm assuming you've all heard the rumors of late. Do any of you react to that?
About the curse, the death curse?
She nods.
I try to stay like stoic, but I'm like,
Yeah. She says, "It's true. It's real. Those who have passed before are slowly being taken from this world, withering away." And she kind of puts a hand to her stomach where those bandages are. And she kind of groans and gives a soft little laugh and says, "My parting gift from the ancient white dragon of our last battle." And she looks up at Max, who's behind you all, and he is looking at her with the same adoring eyes that he always looks at her with. English. But this time, you, Mycah, I would say you're the person most familiar with Max, so you're the person who picks up on this, but his eyes are definitely, there's fear there, which is a little unnerving for you because he is one of the bravest people you've ever met. And Cinder says, "So, I am afflicted. I was once lost to this world, but brought back." And again, she smiles at Max, and you guys are kind of picking up on the fact that, you know, Max is a healer. They were adventurers. Probably at some point in their adventure, she died and he brought her back. She says, "I started feeling unwell about 3 weeks ago. And then the rumors began of various other leaders of houses, and God help us, there's even a thought that the Emperor himself might be afflicted. Not to mention all the countless innocents out there who just, something bad happened to them, and by the grace of the gods, they were brought back. And now all that grace is leaving us. We didn't know for sure what was happening until the clerics weren't able to resurrect a party member who'd gotten struck down by trolls in the forest. I don't know." It's improv, you guys. Okay. Okay.
She actually said that.
What?
Much funnier if she actually said that. Which was before, I don't know.
Flip that one. It's improv, you guys.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Just wait until we get to where we're going, where I've decided all the people there have Australian accents.
I can't wait for your test. Yellow.
Hello?
No,
Clear.
all right. She says, "We reached out to all of our contacts." Oh, wow. We had a little bit of Australian there. "We reached out to all of our contacts across the nation. And specifically, I have contacts in the Harpers who, through their own unique means, I assume, have discovered that the death curse is... Hold on. They've relayed to me information that the death curse, the cause of the death curse, is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger." Also, who is going to be taking notes for this campaign? I'm taking DM notes.
I plan on going back to rewatch and take notes.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm totally
Just
taking
FYI.
notes.
Okay, cool. The cause of the death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. They are struggling to know its specific origins, but as I said, through their own unique testing, this is what they've discovered. And according to their sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere in Cholt.
And the Soulmonger will help fix this curse?
No, they believe the Soulmonger is the source of the curse.
Source of the curse. Okay.
Mhm.
What do we know of Cholt? Like, what would be our base knowledge of it?
Alara actually is familiar with Cholt because Alara is from the south of Coventry. And but I would say Alara is really the only person who is even familiar with it. I would say
So
the rest
a name of a place we've heard.
Well, because it's actually like you've probably heard of the name of the continent that Cholt is on, which I'll have to go back and look at my world building notes to remember what the name of that continent is. But it's the southern continent. But I don't know if any of you guys other than Alara would know that Cholt is the name of this region of that continent. So Alara is really the only person who knows.
But now I've only heard of it though, right? I haven't actually
Never been. You've
Yeah.
never been, but you've heard of it, yes.
Okay.
How do we destroy the soul monk?
Sandra shakes her head. We don't know.
But that's what you want us to do, is go to Cholt and destroy the soulmonger.
Yes. That's
How long
what
do you have?
we need. She can't even look at you in the eye, Val. I don't know. Weeks? I think I have strength, untapped reserves of strength in me. I think she kind of has some resolve in her eyes. She says, I think I have a couple months.
When do we leave?
As soon as you are ready. If you are willing to take on the task, which I assume just by your presence here that you are, she kind of looks at Max and he gives her a nod. And she goes, working from dozens of sea charts, logbooks, and explorers' journals, I have assembled everything known about the current state of Cholt into one map. And she kind of pulls out this hand-drawn thing. And I will put on our like communal notes, I will put a picture of this.
Ooh, pretty.
But she pulls out this map, and you can see that it's got a fairly detailed coastline, but the inner bits are undocumented. And here's a fun little element: is that you guys get to fill these squares and hexes in as the campaign continues on. She says, Cholt is a peninsula on, and she says the name of the southern continent, which I don't remember.
Insert content here.
Yeah. Cholt is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests, enormous reptiles, savage goblins, and an army of undead prowl its jungles and ruins. Mapping the place has always been nigh impossible, so I'm very proud of this work. And nothing is known, though, about the region's current geography beyond a few miles inward from the coast. She kind of looks at all of you to see if
Mycah's like still apprehensive about this whole thing because it's a terrifying situation to be put in, but also there's like a bit of excitement in there because Mycah has a background in cartography and they love that sort of thing. So they're a little bit like excited for this, even though it is a awful burden to be put with.
Sindra looks directly at Mycah, and Mycah, you get the sense that she is peering right into your soul and that she can see that fear and excitement, and she just kind of goes, there are also many rumors of several lost cities in those jungles.
As if Mycah needed more of a reason to want to go on this besides like hopefully saving the life of someone.
Vibrating in their seat.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything, like any questions they want to ask her?
No, I've been wanting to get out of this castle for a year now, so I am in. I'm good. I wanna go. But how
is just the screaming mushroom? Sorry.
I think of that meme, or whatever, the chandelier one with the chandelier.
But sorry, Becca. What was Alara saying?
That I've been wanting to go on an adventure since I got here, so I'm in. I'm ready.
Excellent. She goes, when you're ready to depart, which it sounds like many of you are, I will teleport us. I will use my strength. And she kind of like sends up a quiet little prayer to the gods above. She says, I will teleport us all to Port Nyanzaru, the only major settlement in Cholt. I've been there several times actually before, so there's little chance of mishap, even with my weakened state. Once there, it'll be a good place to get supplies, to get ready for a jungle exploration. And I will be staying with a friend named Wakanga Otamu. He's one of the 7 merchant princes who rule the city. He's very nice, though you might wish to stay more within the city to get to know it if you desire. And she kind of lets out a deep breath.
As the DM, are you going to send us those names later so that we know the spelling? Because I don't know how to spell any of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. I'm winging it.
Yeah. Is there anything you need to prepare?
Mycah's definitely the kind of person who has like adventuring gear at the ready for wherever they can go. So
100%.
I'm good.
All right.
Me too.
So she kind of like has this look of resolve, but also you can all tell she's incredibly weak, and she keeps it's like she keeps hesitating, but she gets up and she kind of goes over. Hold on, I gotta look up how the teleportation scroll works. Sorry, every time there was something I should have prepared. Teleportation in 5e. But before she kind of gathers you all into one corner of this kind of navigation room, and you all wait, but she walks over to Max and she gives him a hug and they kiss, kind of a little too passionately, given that there are people in the room.
Listen, she's dying. Let them have a moment.
And she whispers something into his ear, and he nods, and he has his eyes are misty, and as she walks away from him, he kind of grasps onto her hand, and you don't catch much of their conversation, but you do hear him say, "Remember, you promised I get to go first." And she lets go of his hand and then comes over to you, and the teleport spell says 8 willing creatures. Okay, we're fine. All right, so she comes over to you, and you guys all enter into a kumbaya circle.
Can a guidance help out? Mycah's probably just a little bit wary about the state that Syndra's in, and so gonna put a little hand on her shoulder and cast guidance.
Absolutely. And that gives a plus what? A plus what?
An extra D4 to an ability check.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right.
It's a little something.
All right. So you guys all clasp hands, and you feel this energetic vibration. And you all feel this energetic vibration. And I don't know if any of you have ever experienced teleportation before as player characters. Obviously, none of you actually have. But this is my go-to description for things, but it definitely feels like the opposite of your foot falling asleep. So kind of that, but in black and white. Like, you know how it's in black and white, but imagine your foot falling asleep, but all the black parts are white and all the white parts are black. It's the opposite of your foot falling asleep. And kind of like static electricity, but the opposite of static electricity. That's kind of the weird strangeness of it. And you feel this tight pressure building. And that's where we're going to pick up next time we play. That's going to be the end of our first session, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we will like officially begin Tomb of Annihilation next time around. I mean, we've begun it. You guys have gotten the adventure hook and it's underway. I hope people had a good time. I don't know how, just a quick little postmortem before we leave. How did that feel? How did that feel?
That was fun.
Good,
I mean,
so
that was really good. Yeah.
Having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I feel like I still need to like learn my character more because I am at this point responding more the way I would respond as opposed to what, you know, like I think I have to like really
Fight against that.
Yeah, because it's like I was just going over the backstory and I'm like, oh my God, like she probably would have been annoyed being in the family because she doesn't like the family. Because you know what I mean? Because they have her sister and all that stuff. Anyway, I guess we'll do backstory later. But like, yeah. So I need to like get more into how she would respond to things.
That is, yeah. And you know what? That's the fun of a role play, you know, playthrough, is that you could have a backstory start out a certain way, but then as you get to know the character more, they evolve and you're like, actually, you know, and this isn't a published novel. We can retcon stuff, you know, like for what feels more right for you. So, but that's going to be, it's going to be interesting because this is such a deadly campaign, but I want to encourage people to become attached to their characters because, again, at the end of the day, we're all writers, we're all storytellers, and I think D&D is one of the most fun ways you can tell a collaborative story, and I feel like the way this story will be at its best is if you're all playing your characters true and you're all emotionally attached to your characters, because then that gives the story stakes. So I really appreciate the effort that all of you guys have put into your characters, into your role play today. That was super fun for me as the DM. I think you guys all did fabulously. I normally am always like, I'm definitely on people's sides. Like, I never fight against you, but I am so salty about only 1 point of damage happening during that first fight, because literally that thing has the potential to do like 4 attacks with like heavy hits, and I just rolled about as bad as you could have rolled. And you know, though, whatever. It's for the narrative, you know, it's good. But super exciting news. First of all, I think we should do this at the end of every successful episode. We all deserve a round of applause. Nobody died. A round of applause. Congratulations on surviving another episode of Tomb of Annihilation. Well, surviving the first. And for your presence today, you are awarded, I will calculate how much XP you actually got for the fight itself, but baseline, you are awarded 300. Every single person is awarded 300, which means you automatically, at the end of this session, have leveled up to level 2. So we'll decide off camera when our next play session is, because just for people watching, this is not an every week kind of thing. This is a if people are available kind of thing. But just my one request as the DM is that you've leveled up by the next time we play. Does anybody have any final like comments on how things went? Things you want to try and do differently next time?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the inspiration like roll over?
Yes. Yeah. If you have inspiration, it lasts from session to session. You don't need to use it during the session it was awarded.
Does it like stick through like long rests and stuff, or if we do a long rest, does it go away?
I don't play that it goes away at a long rest. Because I kind of consider it a meta mechanic and not an in-game mechanic, right? It's a reward you got for playing your part well, right? So I think that's something that sticks with you. I don't know, I guess. All right. Everybody, thank you. Everybody who watched the whole way through, if you're in the replay, thank you. Yes, Neon Moon, sorry. Definitely rewatched. It was a super fun time. And if you rewatch, you can just fast forward through all the parts where I was like dead air because I was searching for something.
Listen, it was the first session. We're all figuring it out.
I love, Mars, how you think I'm going to get better. We're going to be in the final session and I'm still going to be Googling how some spells work. And I'm be like, give me a minute, guys. Thank you, Malin. You guys did a great job getting interesting personas through on the screen for each other. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. That's so nice. And Malin, thank you for your participation as our resident audience Googler, because that's
making our amazing thing.
The amazing logo, of course. And also, guys, we're gonna now that we're ending the stream, we're gonna push it on over because Malin and Zainab are streaming at the top of the hour. And Malin says, talk about all things sci-fi on my channel. Fantastic.
Ooh, can't wait for that.
That was fun. Congrats on surviving. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Just as a warning, I don't have an outro, so I'm just going to play the intro again, but only for like 30 seconds. Hope that's okay. And it's going to say stream starting soon. It's a lie. The stream is ending. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.